everyone, we are Raishan High School reporters. We will now start broadcasting the news for you. And today our topic is analysis of the pros and cons of the development of geothermal resources its potential.
Let's start with the opening remarks. Since the world energy crisis, all advanced countries have actively carried out research on the development of various alternative energy sources, and the development process needs to be in line with local human culture and natural landscape maintenance. Therefore, we focus on the Sustainable Development Goals. The 7 goals of SDGs is ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all.
2. Research purposes. There is a lot of geothermal energy in the Pacific Ocean Settlement Belt, but Taiwan doesn't use it to generate electricity, so we want to explore the reasons. Understand the development of geothermal in Taiwan and the possibility of geothermal power generations in the face of the current trend of energy transformation. In the face of future energy transformation, what is your possibility or idea about geothermal power generation, replacing tracer power and nuclear power generations? And we got 173 responses, 35% agreed, 53% disagree, and 11% were neutral. Reason for agreeing: treat of the earth list, energy saving the environmental potentials. Reason for disagree: poor in technology and high costs, long effectiveness, lack of the resources, the government's plan for land.
Question: geothermal power generation is rarely used in Taiwan. So what do you think is the reason? 1. The cost is too high. It is mentioned the actual content. The problem of scaling and asset erosion can be overcome with different technology, but they are not economical. Because the cost of maintenance and operation of geothermal power plants is not low. And the expansion also requires investment in the construction of power grid. So for investors, the economic incentives are low.
Third is impact on the local environment. I will first introduce the hydrothermal treatment. The hydrothermal fluids produced by geothermal cannot directly drain the water to the surface and must be treated to avoid polluting the water for people's livelihood. However, the establishment of a wastewater treatment system will increase additional cost, and if too much water is produced in a formation, the formation pressure cannot be maintained, because ground substance, so till water rejection is the better choice. It can not only solve the problem of wastewater recycling, but also maintains the formation pressure. And next is toxic gas escape. It will impact on the local environment.
Devote tourism industry matches the actual content. It mainly focuses on the development of hot springs and a new study spot in the Green Energy Hot Spring Park in Taichung that combines geothermal power generations. The Hongye Valley Green Energy Hot Spring Park, planned by TCC Green Energies and European International. It is the first geothermal power generation based in Taiwan that combines sightseeing and recreations.
Island 1. Current security. More than 80% of the nation's electricity comes from renewable sources.
2. Advantage. With a green halo and lower carbon emissions, those who gain land can also enjoy relatively affordable electricity, which is conducive to regional economic development.
3. Disadvantage. Renewable energy projects have been abused. Among them, the element shelter has seriously affected the environment and ecology of the area. In addition, geothermal energy is used to extract hot water on the ground. The hot water or steam reaching the ground contains pollutants such as sulfur or nitrogen, which will damage the ecology and pollution of the area air.
4. Ways to improve. Using drilling to get heat and using supercritical water to promote geothermal power generation can produce more power than traditional ones. In addition to avoiding the problems of scalding, corrosion, and volcanic gas sulfide emissions caused by fluid entering the formation, it can also reduce the cost of power generation.
Now, our international correspondent will broadcast live for us.
Hello everyone, now we're broadcasting the news for you about geothermal energy. Geothermal power in Indonesia is an increasingly significant source of renewable energy. As a result of its volcanic geology, it is often reported that Indonesia has 40% of the world's potential geothermal resources, estimated at 28,000 megawatts.
Geothermal distribution map in Indonesia. Geothermal is distributed across the country. Percentage of use geothermal in Indonesia. But currently, Indonesia only uses 4 to 5% of their geothermal resource. Now I'll tell you about the biggest geothermal power generation in Indonesia, which is PLTP Sabah. Facilities that uses geothermal in Indonesia is hot spring.
And here are the geothermal development in Indonesia. In 2020, the top 10s are led by United States and followed by our country, Indonesia, and then Philippines, Turkey, New Zealand, Mexico, Italy, and Kenya.
Now I will tell you all about the result of the questionnaire that we already conducted in Indonesia about geothermal energy. There are 227 participants that already filled the form from various ages. There are 37% of people that already know about geothermal energy and 85.5% people that know about the development of geothermal energy. So here are the impact of geothermal energy. First, able to provide income for the regional treasury as a production, though they not burn fossil fuel. And 3, reduce emission by 90% or more, and carbon dioxide emission will be 0. 4, it's renewable energy. And in negative side, it can include deforestation and destruction of vegetation. And 2, have a significant potential to reduce the consumption of fresh water. 3, generates B3 waste, which poses risks to residents around the production area. And last is high capital cost. It can be up to 145 billion.
Conclusion and suggestion. Geothermal in Indonesia is developing. A good study and research is needed so that geothermal development provides good results for the community. That's it for the news today. Thank you for watching. See you!
Conclusion and suggestions. The replacement of non-renewable energy for nuclear energy. In mind whether the impact and cost on the environment is too large. The problem, the cost of the pipeline maintenance and conclusions of geothermal conclusions is too high and not in line with the benefits. Hopeless in the future, the problem analyzed by the firm can be solved.
Thank you for listening. Our news coverage ends here.